Call me what you want to call me. But folks, it's hump day. The week is going by pretty decently. But thank goodness it's hump day because I can only stand 2 more days of this. But let's get right into it. First of all, what's up with this 2 and 3 days between each game? It's ridiculous, man. They just dragging this finals out. You only need 1 day's rest, 2 days at the most, and that's only if you got to travel. This two, they had the first game Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then Sunday night. Now here it is Wednesday, and we're just getting to the third game. I think that's some garbage. But anyway, let's get past that. Let's talk about this game tonight. Basically, folks, the Oklahoma City Thunder should be up 2-0. They should be up 2 games to 0 right now, but they blew it. SGA blew it, and the coach blew it. That's who I'm going to blame that loss on. But they should be up 2-0. I figured that that Indiana would win 1 game. That's what I was giving them. And they got their 1 game. So unless the refs are going to get involved, like they do a lot, I expect Oklahoma City to go in there. Man, I don't know, man, because I don't trust today's player like that to go in and do what they're supposed to do. They should win the next 2 games in Indiana. But do I trust them to do that? I don't know if I do. So we'll see tonight. But again, man, this 2 days between each game, that's some bullshit. This is just some bullshit. But folks, that's not what I really want to talk about today. I can't talk about that until this game happens. So I'll be back and I will talk about what has happened on Game 3 after tonight. But let's get into the big gorilla in the room. And that big gorilla in the room, folks, is Shaq's team, his top 5 or his top 5 team or whatever. And the noticeable name that was not on either of his teams, he picked one that he was on and then he picked another one, is LeBron James. And folks, I'm going to give Shaq some props. And then again, no, I'm not gonna give Shaq any props. Hey, Michael, my day is going fairly well. I'm sitting here waiting on a delivery to get out of lunch. So I figured I'd sit here during that lunch and wait for them to come and get this big pallet of stuff off of this van. But while I'm doing that, let's get back into Shaq's list that he made, and he left LeBron out. Now, folks, if I didn't know any better, I would think someone is tapping my phone. Because every time me and my boy bring up a debate, the next thing I know, people are talking about it on TV. And I was just talking to my friend about 2 to 3 weeks ago. LeBron lover, my friend. He's a LeBron lover. I pray for him nightly. But we were talking about who we would pick. Since I was telling him LeBron James is not in my top 5, he damn near, he almost out of the top 10. And he was like, how can you say that? And I was like, how can you say if I can pick out of everybody who has ever played the game professionally in the NBA, ABA, whoever, whatever you want to say, why would I put LeBron James on that team? If I want the best players who have ever played this game, I might as well put Bill Russell on that team. Now, people are not going to like what I said, but are you going to tell me seriously with your mouth that Bill Russell is a top 10 player that ever played this game? Is that what you're going to try to make me believe? He is not. Stop it. Now, let me get back to what I was telling my friend. You mean to tell me I can pick anybody out of the 100 and some years that the NBA has been playing, and I'm going to pick someone who has an obvious weakness. He got a couple of weaknesses as far as I'm concerned. Why would I pick LeBron James over a prime Larry Bird? Why would I do that? Why would I pick LeBron James over a prime Magic Johnson? Folks, why would I do that? Now, he put Curry on the team, and yeah, man, Curry is a game changer in the NBA. But are you about to tell me, hey, what's going on, Ruby? I hope you haven't gone already. But why would I pick LeBron over Stephen Curry? Not that I would have put Stephen Curry on this team. I'd have picked somebody before. Stephen Curry is a great shooter. He's an all-time great, folks. But he's short. And I have to run him off of picks and all these type of things. Why would I even pick Stephen Curry, to tell the truth, if I'm trying to win, if I'm trying to pick the best players who have ever played this game? And I can pick from all the players that have played. Why would I pick LeBron James? Let me get back to LeBron James, who cannot be trusted on the free throw line. Why would I pick somebody who has a weakness? There's some players in this league that didn't have weaknesses like that. And that's who I'm going to pick. And apparently, that's who LeBron is going to pick. Let me tell you what LeBron is getting ready to run into. Because I heard Tom Brady was talking about GOATs of sports. And he named, I don't know how many athletes. But I'm going to tell you who he did name. He didn't name LeBron. I'm going to tell you what's happening here, folks. What's happening here is when true men see a half man, a bullshit man, they're not going to show him any respect. The only people who are going to show him respect are other bitches. But men, they're not going to show him no respect. Why didn't Jordan want to deal with this dude and mentor him like he did Kobe? Because he saw a bitch. That's why. And a whole lot of people are going to start coming out and calling it what it is. I'm not going to give you any credit if you're just coming out and saying these things about LeBron James. Hello, TW. I'm not going to give you any credit because you should have known this some 20 odd years ago that who this dude was. No, I'm not going to pick him if I'm picking the creme de la creme of the NBA. I'm not picking him. And neither is no straight up man gonna pick this dude. I'm doing fine, TW. I'm just sitting here chilling. This one is hump day. I can't complain. It could be Monday. It could be, but it's not. So I'm not gonna pick this dude. Props. I'm not gonna give Shaq any props because it took him 20 years to say this. 20 years for him not to be kissing LeBron's buttocks and saying how great this dude is. Let me reiterate what I said to my friend. I have pick of all the players who have ever played. Why would I pick LeBron? Why would I want that type of energy on my team? That no accountability energy. That stat padding energy. People talk about Jordan was so competitive, most competitive person ever. Man, I think that's some garbage. Everything that I play, folks, if it's checkers, I'm trying to win. Let me say it again. What game do I go, what competition do I go into, folks, and I'm not trying to win? So yeah, Jordan was very competitive in everything he did. Anything that was a competition, hey man, that's normal to me. I'm going to go back to what I saw at that All-Star game with Kobe and LeBron. Anytime somebody challenges me in competition, there's only one recourse. And it ain't backing down into a little corner. It ain't keeping my mouth closed. You want some? Then here I am. I'm going to give it to you. Not LeBron, though. And my friend had the audacity. He had to take it back because he was telling me, man, I got video of LeBron destroying Kobe. I just laughed. You have no such video. I've seen every video, and I knew what video he was talking about. Destroyed? When have you ever seen Kobe get destroyed? I saw LeBron get destroyed by J.J. Barrera. And what's the little dude's name, the black guy? I forgot, I'm sorry. But I saw him get destroyed. Destroyed means you lose a finals. And J.J. Barrera is over there, and what is his name? I forgot. Short, dark-skinned brother, guard. But folks, when I am challenged or someone attempts to punk me, oh, it's on. I love that. Let me tell you who doesn't love that. Somebody who doesn't want accountability. That's LeBron James all day. I do not want that on my team at all. I don't want any bitches on my team. And if you know one thing about me, LeBron is a bitch. And if you like him, I have serious questions about you. If you're my age and you like this dude, I have serious questions about you. Because you've seen at least 30 years of basketball, running up on 40 years, and you will still talk about this dude should be in the GOAT conversation. He has no place there, folks. If Magic doesn't have a place there, he has no place there. If Bird doesn't have a place in that conversation, LeBron doesn't have a place in that conversation. If Stephen Curry isn't in that conversation, and I'm not saying he should be. He shouldn't be in the GOAT conversation. LeBron shouldn't be. But what have we been doing for the past 20-some years? Telling people that this is the greatest thing since sliced butter. It's foolish. I'm tired of it. So Shaq, hey, I give you props. Who else did he say? He said, I don't even think he had Magic in there. No, Magic isn't going to replace you, Kerr. Because you're too short and you're going to be a liability on defense. Okay, so Curry, between Curry, ask me who I'd pick between LeBron and Stephen Curry. Go ahead and ask me. Go ahead and ask me. It'll be a dumb question. It'll be a dumb question. No, I'm going to pick the motherfucker that's 50, 40, 90. That's who I'm going to pick. The 90 is on the line, by the way. 20-some points higher than LeBron. I look at young folk talk about LeBron, and they just don't know how gay they look and uninformed and stupid. And I'm going to tell you one thing you can't do with a LeBron fan, because they'll start making all kind of excuses. Why am I always on LeBron? Because I hate a fake liar. And that's what him and his whole crew is. They got to tell you something. They worse than CNN and Fox. You can't believe either one of them. One is telling half truth and the other one is telling the other half truth. So folks, man, I'm not going to beat this, I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but I am going to beat a dead horse. Because there's too much shit out here. Let me tell you motherfuckers what I mean. There should not be anyone in the conversation with MJ. Period. No weaknesses, folks. He's on his own level. So if you want to talk about the rest of them, you put all of them in that basket. There's only one at the top. I had somebody talk about 1A and 1B. There is no 1B. There's 1 and then there's 2, folks. And in this case, there's only 1. Everybody else is below that. Everybody, folks. I'm going to be hammering this home because I get tired of people. Oh, Lakers in 5. Them sons of bitches been home for about a month with 2 top 75 players. Some say 2 top 50 players that ever played the game. Where are they? There's, hey, man, hey, there's 8 other players on the team. No shame. No shame. No, but you the GOAT. But you the GOAT. So, Shaq, let me give you a little bit of props for coming out here now and saying this. Something that I knew. I ain't been in the NBA, but I've watched it. Something I knew when I first saw this dude. Oh man, he just okay. That's like before Jordan got here. He ain't showing me nothing new. Everything he was doing, Magic was doing. Let me get on something else, by the way, folks. Isaiah Thomas has come out. Started talking. He tried to throw little pot shots. And one thing, let's say something here. I'm not a passive aggressive dude. If I got something to tell you, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna beat around the bush like old bitch. I'm gonna tell you straight up what I think. Here comes Isaiah Thomas. Well, LeBron didn't have any coaches. If LeBron would have had Phil Jackson, let me tell you something about this coaching shit. Every mother coach that's in the Hall of Fame or is talked about as the best coach ever, blah, blah, blah. Not a one of them had scrubs on the team, folks. Not a one of them. So I don't want to hear about this coach. I will say this. If Doug Collins wouldn't have got fired, they'd have still won. They had went through, Doug Collins rode through all the rough shit with the team, all the learning. They was going to win. It was their time. Scotty was ready. Horace was ready. Paxson was ready. Everybody was ready. Cartwright, they were ready. So if Doug Collins would have still been the coach, Doug Collins would be called one of the greatest coaches ever. But no, they did him like they did Mark Jackson. Are you telling me that Golden State was not going to win multiple championships with Mark Jackson? Or is that what you're trying to tell me? Same scenario. Phil Jackson was at the right place at the right time. You gonna try to convince me that Jordan wouldn't have won championships if it wasn't for Phil? That's bullshit. Let me reiterate. I watched this stuff, folks. I watched the Bulls for 3 years. Take them 5 games. Take them 6 games. Take them 7 games. And when the Detroit gets to the finals, whoever was there, they handled them like Jordan was handling them when he got there. 4-2, 4-1. So the championship was played in the East. That's where it was played. They gave them the most competition. Every year they won. And then they came in and swept them. Okay, so all this coach speaking all that bullshit, I don't want to hear that crap. LeBron could have had a coach that he could have stayed with, but it was too much conformity and he couldn't do what he wanted to do. So he left. So that's the main thing that I wanted to get into. I don't want to hear about these coaches and this the best coach, this bad coach. I don't know of a coach who didn't have great players. Okay? But matter of fact, Bill Russell, didn't he coach? Wasn't he a player coach? And won rings from being a player coach. So all this coach speak, like I said, there hasn't been a coach. There's been a winning coach that hasn't had great players. Or the best players, folks. So you can miss me with that. So Isaiah, you and your passive aggressive commentating and all this stuff, man, please stop it. You had a good coach, but you had great players. You wasn't running around there with scrubs. You had good players. So yes, I'm saying that LeBron James, he could have had a stable place, But no, Pat Riley, he too old school. He want us to do things his way. Yeah, that's what men bring. They bring a conformity to things. Stuff ain't haywire and people running all around doing their own thing. That's what men do. That's what my dad did in the home. But when you're used to doing what you want to do, then that's how it's going to turn out. If LeBron had 11 championships, maybe. No, I wouldn't, because I seen them play. And that's what you have to do for LeBron. You have to see if this and if that and if this and that. You don't have to do that with MJ. You don't have to do that with Magic. You don't have to do that with Bird. There's only one player you have to do that for. That's the king. Who grown men walk around, King James. And King James is, man, you sound like a Fruit Loop. Nobody should have ever brought this up. Who's better, MJ or Michael? That's foolish. That's like saying who's got a penis, men or women. That's about how silly that is. But Isaiah Thomas, you can take that mess somewhere. You can take that mess somewhere. LeBron is going to be the new Isaiah Thomas. Watch what I tell you. People didn't like Isaiah Thomas. I never hear about him. People be talking, yeah, we were playing cards with Jordan. Damn. I mean, the Sonics. I mean, people he went up against hard. They be in the room playing golf and playing cards together and all this stuff. But when they get on the court, no, this is competition. But I don't hear about any stories about Isaiah Thomas over somebody's house playing cards or getting together with the fellas. I hear that about everybody else, even Bird. So, folks, I'm just going to bury this type thought. Because, for one, it's feminine. Men know men. And they don't respect non-men. I know I don't. You move like a woman and you got a penis and balls, I don't respect you not one bit. And then you'll get to lying. Then you get to telling lies and throwing narratives. You know one thing you learn over here in America, you know how to throw a bullshit ass narrative. And you can fuck up generations by some bullshit lie that you can tell. So, hey man, I'm not going to talk forever. I don't know where these weirdos are, but they better come get this stuff off this van. That's all I know. But folks, hope you enjoy the game tonight. I've got a lot of people that said they're not watching the NBA anymore. And most of those people are, guess who they're fans of? Just happen to be Laker fans. Oh man, this is boring. I tell you what's even more boring is getting a top 50 player on your team running off like 8-9 games straight where you, oh my goodness, these guys, everybody 5 games. Lakers are being the finals. And now look at you. Let me tell you how stupid you look. Let me give you an example. I saw a video when Tiger Woods first started playing golf. Folks, I didn't pay golf any attention when I was a kid. When golf came on Saturdays, that meant time to go outside. But when Tiger stepped on the scene, I started watching it. I started watching me some golf, and I started playing. Okay? And I saw an interview when he had first started, back in 2000. Oh, no, 1996. Somewhere around there. And it was a golf guy, I forgot his name, he was interviewing him. And how you expect to do at the tournament? I want to go there, and if I want to play good, and I want to win. And this lame, no good for nothing bastard dropped his head and laughed. That seems kind of cocky, and that seems kind of braggadocious. Man, you sound like a fucking fool. What am I supposed to go in here? Man, he actually laughed and dropped his head and then had the nerve to say, you'll learn. In this smug type attitude. And the only motherfucker that was taught a lesson that day was this interviewer, this golfer. to where he had to come back a little bit later and he had to eat his damn words. I mean, you got to see this video of how this dude looked at this young black guy. He's won 6 straight amateur tournaments. Never been done before. And he drops his head and laughs like Tiger is some dumbass rapper or something. Rappers ain't dumb. I'm just saying, like he's some fool. And after Tiger's, after his damn career is done, this fool got 80-some career wins and 15 majors, and won 5 years ago when people said he might not even be able to play anymore. Folks, go look up that video. And it reminds me of how people have been looking at colored folk for a long time. What am I supposed to come into a sport bowing my head when I got skills? You got me effed up. Oh, yeah. You sound smug. You sound like it. Don't that come out a little cocky? No, that come out like, why would I play if I don't expect to win? My name ain't LeBron James. Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it because that's just the attitude. Motherfucker, I'm better than you. What have you won? Talking about, well, you'll learn. Yeah, no, the motherfucker that's gonna learn is you. And you're gonna have to eat that shit you're spewing out of your mouth. Thanks, Tiger, for doing what you did. Now, Tiger fucked up. And I'm gonna tell you how he fucked up, and then I'm gonna let you go. Tiger Woods is rich. He's famous. And if you know the ladies, they like rich and famous. There's no better combination for the ladies than a rich man and a famous man. So that means women are going to be throwing themselves at you. And it don't make you some type of weirdo if you knock 1 or 2 of them off. It makes you a man. It makes you human. That's what it makes you. But what did Tiger do with the pressure? He gets on TV and says, yeah, I'm sick. I got a problem. I got to go to rehab. I'm a sex addict. I knew right then he was fucked. I knew right then it's going to be over for you for a little while. And it was. Smacking shit all over the green, be in the sand trap. He hit it, it go to the other sand trap. That's not Tiger Woods. Folks, you want to see some stuff? Go to PGA Tour Classics and look at this dude play. Every time you come to Tiger Woods, it seems like he in the rough or behind a tree or in a sand trap. But he was still winning. He had not, you in the sand? Hey folks, I've been in the sand trap. It's a hellified place to get out of and get close to the pin. This dude get out of the sand trap and knock it right over there to the close to the pin like he was on the green already. That's this Tiger dude. Dude, go watch some of these things. I've seen on the first day where the leader was 9 under and he was +1. But Sunday comes, and guess who wins? This dang bastard. That's a GOAT. That's a GOAT right there of golf. Hey, man, I know Jack Nicholson was damn good, but he wasn't better than Tiger, man. I'm going to just be honest with you. But, folks, I've talked long enough. These weirdos got me out here waiting for them to get off lunch to get this stuff. I got to wait because I'm not coming way back out here to deliver. But, hey, man. I appreciate you listening. If you don't like my language, I can't help you. Go somewhere where they talk about roses and flower petals and rainbows. That's not me. I'm going to leave you with this. Folks, when I speak, you need to listen. Okay? You won't find any more real talk than you're going to find on here. I don't care where you go. And that's what I'm going to stick to. If a If somebody is bitch made, I'm going to call them bitch made. If somebody is a hoe, I'm going to call that person a hoe. If somebody is a redneck or a whatever you want to call, that's what I'm going to call you. So you better get used to it. And it's going to get very grimy, folks. Let me tell you the people who are not going to like me. Black folks, you're not going to like me. Oh, white folks, guess what? You're not going to like me. Guess what, rainbow folk? You're not going to like me. LeBron lovers, you're not going to like me. Because I got something for every excuse you bring up. LeBron will make you look very silly and stupid. But, hey, no, I digress. Folks, I'm out of here. I appreciate you watching. Hey, drop a like in the comments and keep on watching. I appreciate everybody that's on here now. And if I missed you, if you said hello and I missed you, I'm sorry. I'll get better and I'll do better. But folks, I'm not going to be dropping any more blends probably until this weekend, so you can check those out. But I encourage you to go out and check out that music that I did. I'm going to be doing hey man, I'm all over the place, folks. But I love sports, and that's what I'm going to be talking about. And I'm going to be talking about the bitch-made motherfuckers in the sport. Excuse my language. But folks, this is 2025, and people saying all kind of stuff. So I don't want to hear nothing about my language. You understand what I mean? And that's the point. Peace.